Hey guys, Barrett here. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're talking about this thing and why you really need one. Let's get started. A couple weeks ago, I released a video about the topspin forehand dink volley at the net, and I got some really great feedback on that video. You guys really seemed to like it. But in that video, I used a ball like this, and it got a little bit of attention, and understandably so. Since then, I've used this more. I've been experimenting with it, and oh man, you guys need this kind of ball. It is changing the way I'm teaching pickleball, and it's changing kind of the way I'm thinking about it. This is an amazing training tool. So let me show you the first thing that you will get out of this ball if you start using it. What this ball shows you, and by the way, just as an explanation, what I did was I just taped this ball in half, just masking tape, and then I drew permanent marker on there. In the last video, I painted acrylic paint on there. The problem is that it chips off the ball and it'll get on your paddle. So just keep that in mind if you do something like this. Just permanent marker. Took a while to draw it in, but it's worth it. So what this ball shows you is how the ball spins. And if you want to do better in dinking rallies, and if you want to do better with people's spin shots, you need to understand what spin looks like and how to approach it, and this is what the ball shows you. So just as an example here, let's say that I'm hitting a shot to you, okay? What the ball will show you very clearly is how the ball spins. If you see this coming in your direction like this, that is top spin. The ball is on the top going over itself towards you. What this will do is it'll make the ball bounce forward when it hits, but if it hits your paddle, it will make it bounce up, okay? Topspin is very powerful in pickleball. And so when you have a ball like this, it's very easy to see how the ball is spinning. Typically with a regular ball, it can be kind of difficult to see that kind of stuff. The other thing is backspin. When you see the ball going this way, you can very clearly see the ball spinning backwards, okay? That's the first thing that it will show you. However, what if it's like this, okay? The ball is like this. Perfect topspin will go like this. And you won't be able to see any kind of wobbly movement. Both of these sides will sort of stay the same as it's spinning. And you can use that for the second benefit here, which is actually practicing your topspin. Let me show you. Now, I know I showed this to you in the last video, but what you want to do is hold the ball up and down like this. Like that, okay? Hold it right there, and then drop it and use your top spin stroke. Drop, and then use your top spin stroke. And what you're looking for is the way the ball wobbles. So watch. And what you're looking for is watching those two sides and how they spin. What you're looking for generally is the ball spinning like this, like I showed you. Okay, if you don't do it the right way, it'll look a little bit wobbly. So do you see how the ball was kind of like tilted to a side? That's how you know that you're not getting the right kind of topspin. Do you see how that worked? See how they were even on both sides? You can sit here and practice this all day long, and you'll eventually get to the point where you're getting that perfect topspin, and it'll really help. You can kind of do it on the backhand side, like when it comes to slices, right? Because the backhand slice is really popular, right? It's a little bit harder to do, though. It doesn't really work as easily. In terms of like what you're doing here with this kind of stroke, it's a lot easier to do with the topspin stuff. But let's talk about another thing that's highly beneficial with this. This is the big thing. This is the number one thing that will help you with this little ball, okay? It's the understanding of how spin is affecting the pace of play in dinking rallies. This is so huge, guys, because if you can't see the topspin, right? Or if you can't see the backspin, then you're not gonna know how to react to the shot, right? So oftentimes what will happen is a brutal topspin shot is coming over, but because the person can't see it very easily, right? They lose track and they don't hit the right shot back over. Okay, let me just show you what this looks like here. I want you to notice what the spin looks like as we progress throughout the rally. Awesome. Did you notice how the spin was increasing and decreasing at certain times in the rally? What happens is really good players understand that, and they're watching the spin, and when there's not a lot of spin on the ball, they use that time to take advantage to make their own spin shot. Okay, watch. See how flat these balls are that I'm sending over? I'm waiting for the same thing on my end. If I see that flat shot coming over, I'm going to take advantage of it. A flat ball is much easier to hit and to do something with than a ball that has spin on it, for the most part. So I want you to watch these topspin dink volleys here. I want you to notice how the pace of the spin increases. I want you to notice how the spin of the ball, okay? See how wickedly fast the spin is going? That's what I'm talking about. Did you see the spin? Did you see that? It's really wicked stuff. But you notice also how she reacted to the spin in the proper way. If you see that wicked topspin coming over, you can't just go for some kind of aggressive shot. You have to react accordingly, and painting the ball like this is going to help train you. Basically, it's going to train your eyes essentially on how to watch for that kind of spin. Now, let's go to the backhand side. This is where things get ridiculous. Now I want you to watch it from this angle when it comes to the backspin. Watch how wickedly fast that ball is spinning on these backhand slices here. I mean, that's a perfect little angle right there. Did you notice that? Okay, watch. See? So again, this is a really great way to practice not only doing the spin yourself, but also if you're the opponent and you're the one that's getting the spin, you're able to see it a little bit more clearly. Don't just watch for your spin, watch for when the spin slows down, because that's when you can take advantage of stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be dinking back and forth, and if I get one of those slow spinning balls over to my forehand, I'm going to do something with it or take care of it in some way. And you know, quite frankly, guys, it just is nice in terms of keeping your eye on the ball. Really, I mean, focusing on the ball itself is very easy when it's flashing at you like that, right? When it's spinning. So I hope that was helpful. Try this out. Just get a ball, tape it in half, paint it the way you want to, and you know, it's some of this, the permanent marker doesn't seem to chip off very much, but the paint definitely does. So just, you know, do what you need to do. But I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you actually end up doing this. I would love to see it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. As usual, I'll see you next time.